Hello and welcome to You've Seen It Before, movie reviews or connections in mind. I'm starting a brief vlog series on the latest season of The Orville. This is a series that I really love. It's a series that I bought twice, once on iTunes because the DVD release was taking so freaking long to come out, and once that came out, I bought it again. And this time around, I'm going to be doing a brief little review of each episode that comes out in season 2, as well as noting certain things that you've seen before, certain plot parallels, character parallels that have come before it. Since it is a loose parody of Star Trek and its various incarnations, Seth MacFarlane is a very big Trekkie. It definitely shows in The Orville, and so it makes sense that a lot of the things that you've seen before in episodes of The Orville will have come from Star Trek. So let's begin. So the first episode of season 2 is called Jalola, and it features the release of Lieutenant Commander Bortus. It's basically is established early in the series that Moclans only urinate once a year, and the Jalola is that time of the year, and the whole episode revolves around people trying to get dates for this event, because apparently it's bad luck for a Jalola to happen, and someone who comes alone, or stag as it were, and that also revolves around the relationship between Captain Mercer and Commander Grayson, and their struggles as being both former husband and wife and captain and first officer. This episode, I believe, is the episode that was cut from airing in season 1, and they decided to tack it on to the beginning of season 2. So this is a more or less a direct sequel to season 1, episode 3, About a Girl, in which this is the first time we saw the crew of the Orville going to Moclus and Commander Bortus's planet. And this episode, it definitely gave me everything that I wanted from a return of the Orville as a new episode goes. Some things that I noticed about this episode, it definitely begins with Captain Mercer basically drowning his sorrows in a less than busy time for the Orville, and he's reflecting on all the bad choices that he's made over the past few months under his command. And this is reminiscent of Star Trek Voyager's season 5 opener, which was called Night, in which Captain Janeway is basically given an opportunity to overanalyze all the decisions that she's made over the years, and she ends up cutting herself off from the rest of the crew because she feels such regret over all the things that she's caused to happen in that time. Another plot thread in this episode features the Doctor's children having trouble in school and disciplinary problems. While it's not a direct comparison, you can say that it is also a comparison to the character of Alexander Rozhenko from Star Trek The Next Generation, who in his first appearance also had disciplinary problems and having to face hard truths about a child that has a parent who thinks he knows about parenting, but is having to learn the hard way that these things don't really work out so well. And all these things, there are other things as well in this episode. Some of my notes I featured, for instance, the fact that Moclans only urinate once a year. Star Trek is known for introducing alien species that have a once a year or once every few years symptoms, such as Vulcans have the Ponfar, which is the mating urge where they have to mate once every 7 years. Or in Star Trek Enterprise, which has the Denobulans who have to hibernate once a year for about a month or a week in this case. And Star Trek Enterprise also featured a couple episodes in which Seth MacFarlane himself joined in. So you can definitely see these comparisons to be made. made. However, this episode is definitely giving me more to think about and more to look forward to as the season goes on. I haven't given too much away with this. I'm trying to do more reaction style videos in this rather than full analysis. However, this definitely giving me a great cause to be very excited for the season as it goes on, which I'm reviewing this right after I watched the first episode of the season, which is on a Sunday, December 30th, and the next episode is on Thursday, which is January 4th, I believe. No, January 3rd is the Thursday of this year. Is it? Yes, January 3rd. Sorry, I had to get my dates mixed up. So there you have it. That's my main impression of the Orville's first episode of season 2. Nothing special. Just want to get my reaction out, get my content out, and hopefully you've watched this and appreciate it. And if you watched it, thank you. I appreciate whatever audience I can get. And yeah, be sure to look for my my review of the next episode, and look for my reviews elsewhere on this channel. And yeah, thank you so much. And just remember, there's nothing new under the sun. And yes, you have seen it before.